They played here in Dubai was in the cup final on the 1st of December 2012, a game won by Samoa. These are the two lineups. Samoa led by Rupena Lavasa. Lolo Lui is there alongside him, but no Leo Lolo on this occasion. It's Tofa Tuimoana Solia who comes in at forward for the number one, and for New Zealand it's Forbes leading again with O'Donnell, Kaka sitting this one out. Sam Vaka gets a start, the debutant here in Dubai this weekend. Joining me for this one is Carl Tanana, and this promises to be quite a game, knowing that Samoa need to win this one if they are to progress to the Cup quarterfinals.
Coming to a great climax here. Samoa, they'll aim up physically against New Zealand. They know that's the way they've got to beat them. New Zealand, on the other hand, they want to play a high tempo. And interesting that Gordon Titchens for New Zealand has gone with Sam Bucker. He's very physical in his approach, and I'm sure that's why he's getting the start over Gillies Kaka.
So Gordon Titchens, the mastermind, Matt O'Brien, taking charge of his 109th match in his World Sevens Series career. Lolo Lui, DJ Forbes, two influential characters, and Forbes will surely be now ranking amongst the great New Zealand sports captains. So the game gets underway. First chance then for Samoa, and you know what you're going to get from the Samoans. A whole heap of trouble at New Zealand. Look to bring it away through Joe Webber. The dancing feet of Joe Webber in at the corner. Tremendous start for New Zealand.
Came from a turnover. Samoa actually had the ball and they took it up strongly through the number 5, Solia. But it was a turnover, and there it is there. They sped it to the left hand edge straight away. Little jump step and a slip down defence, and that's all Joe Webber needed. He backed himself. Now's the main thing for mine. And he gets over right in the corner. Nice put down, Joe Webber.
Yeah, well, that's characteristic rat's tail haircut. And he's just seen his sister Jordan lift the women's trophy here, and he needs no greater inspiration than that. Not a bad effort from the sidelines, but New Zealand lead Samoa early on by 5-0.
New Zealand will want to play a high tempo game here. They'll back their fitness. They know that Samoa like the physical nature, but they won't be able to cover the ground as good and as long as New Zealand are, so they'll have a definite advantage there.
That's for sure. The voice there of Carl Tanana, the former New Zealand Sevens captain, and Sir Gordon Titchens. So it's Webber to restart, looking to drop that one on the 10-metre line. It's short, so they'll come back for the free kick, will they? Well,
they've got to be more accurate at this stage of the game here, and Samoa have a prime opportunity.
And it's big burly Solia in for Leo Lolo as Diki Tofua has reorganised his squad somewhat. Fautua Otto, 2 tries versus Japan. Louis looks to spread it wide early this time as Samoa look to get back on terms here. It's going to be quite a struggle in the contact area. DJ Forbes, that's why he's so strong. Controlling matters. It's a loose ball, picked up, snapped up there by Webber. Once again keeps the ball in play, flattened off the ball.
Interesting to see too when, like, at this time of the night, players are starting to slip on this very hard turf.
Yeah, it's a little greasy out there now. There's a bit of moisture in the air. 13th tournament for Joe Webber, 32 tries. Take Salacel, the line out for Samoa, taking the ball up in the faces of the New Zealand defenders. Again, it's quite a scrap, but Samoa have it through Lavasa into midfield. That's a big hit coming in from the New Zealand captain DJ Forbes. Look at Tim Mickelson looking to wrestle that ball clear, the IRB Sevens player of the year last year, and Mickelson has done enough to to secure possession and a scrum for his team.
Yeah, it's all about work rate for Tim Mickelson, always in and around the ball. He's so good at that aspect of the game when he does play in the forwards. Because he's so fit, he's always naturally one of the first there and the all-time try scorer for New Zealand with 150, which he got just a game ago, Tim Mickelson.
New Zealand missed out on the semi-finals on the Gold Coast for the first time, would you believe, since Dubai in 2011. Opposed Commonwealth Games champions, but here they come through. Sam Vaka offloads out on the left is Kurt Baker, cuts back inside on the loop. That's Tim Mickelson. How many times have we seen him do that? Great support from the New Zealand number 2, and New Zealand extend their lead.
Well, out of those 151 tries now, 100 of them would have been from support play. That's where he does excel, Tim Mickelson. It was a nice insertion there from the number 7, Sam Vaka, timing of the pass. Kurt Baker just stops and props, draws in 2 defenders. That was a secret. Tim Mickelson on the loop, and that's just too easy.
So Samoa have it all to do. It's interesting analysis of Tim Mickelson's play here. 5 tackles made, 5 ball carries, 5 line breaks. That's the crucial statistic. Along with the tries scored. 4 already in Dubai, 8 in total. Described by Gordon Titchens as gangly and ungainly when he saw him first. That was a long time ago. Giving chase down on the right flank here. That's Ambrose Curtis, but the ball trickles over the dead ball line.
That's what we used to call a 4 off the kick-off. You go behind the winger of the opposition and try and find that space and make them run it out, but a missed kick again from Weber. Second time they've done that, and another opportunity for Samoa. Can they make something happen here?
Well, they can't afford to let New Zealand get away from them. 10-0 already, and Samoa need to win this one if they are to progress through to the last 8. They were finalists on the Gold Coast back in October. There's a dramatic comeback in the second half against Fiji in the final. So Fiji nipped it right in the end.
I really like the defensive work of Sam Vaka. That first 5 on that occasion. It's such a hard place to defend. There's so much field to cover.
He's very quick. He's got a great step and is very physical. Can score from way out, 50, 60, 70 metres. That's why he's in. Gillies Kapka. So into the final minute of the first half. 2 tries to 0. Weber with a long pass, the floated pass in field. This time it's Sam Vaka with the dancing feet, and away goes Ambrose Curtis this time. Can he be caught over the 10-metre line? He's got great support on his inside. This is going to be a 3rd try for New Zealand, claimed by Kurt Baker. Fantastic score from one end of the park to the other. And New Zealand are threatening to run away with this one.
Well, this is why this guy's starting as well. Kurt Baker, another guy who loves the support lines, and he runs them well. Ambrose Curtis was released by Sam Vaka on the outside. And Kurt Baker, well, he's had a number of injuries too this season in 2014. He's come back with a vengeance in the 7s, and he loves this type of game. Really does suit him.
Yeah, made his debut here in Dubai back in 2008. That was 6 years ago, but he last featured for Gordon Titchens' side some 18 months ago in London. Great to see him back on song. So 3 scores for New Zealand, and they lead Samoa at half-time here by 17 points to 0.
Half-time, straight away. Okay, we get their kick off to us. We know they're going to kick you in the middle. Just get up and miss it. Get up and keep it. Don't click it. Hey, follow the door. Don't ease up with what we're trying to do. Use the width. We can dump it out, bring it across, look for the space. Just keep going like we're going. Good team. They're going to try and run us over. One time I think we see too many in. Drive.
mai la loca como pen pues mai como na attack mai na vida usa quere ya lu la lo to sakua mai la fa le por ta fui que anu e drive le paura na como foi que paura la uve paura lo ku ese lo le por paura lo wa ma via que go foro ka kinga inga le sa go foro
Tiki-top ball there, the Samoan coach is talking about the breakdown. They've got to go through, they've got to drive and then clean out quickly. They out of this game, they're good enough to come back with no doubt about that, the Samoan team, but they've got to get their hands on the ball. Like Dickie said, they've got to be more strong and more abrasive at the breakdown. New Zealand coach Gordon Titchens on the other hand saying that the Samoans kick off, they kick down the middle, they've got to get it to the edges, spread the holes and then attack from there.
New Zealand 13 passes, 3 tries in that opening 7-minute period. And Samoa need to score early on if they are to have any chance of progressing to the Cup qualifiers tomorrow. Lololui again looking to put that ball on the 10-metre line, but again it falls short. This time New Zealand will play on. Dug out there by Sam Vaka. Going backwards, Tim Mickelson need to offload to the dancing Joe Webber. A change of pace, an injection of pace, and still gets the ball away. And as ever, it's that man Tim Mickelson covering, stretching the Samoan defence one way, then the other. Such a deceptive runner, Sam Vaka. Well, we heard about his strength, using it to good effect there. Curtis to DJ Forbes, no Tomasi Thama, no Lotte Raikambula. The changing of the guard here for Gordon Titchens, and recalled the likes of Kurt Baker and Joe Webber and Declan O'Donnell, of course, the 2 newcomers, Murphy Taramai and Sam Vaka. As Baker goes again, finding DJ Forbes, lovely angle from the captain, amazing weaving run from DJ Forbes. Steady hand on the tiller here. Tim Mickelson, an injection of pace, takes him away from the Samoan defence. That is curtains for Samoa.
A smart play from the New Zealanders there, not engaging in the contact, just drawing in the defence of Samoa. When it's time to attack, that's when they go. And Tim Mickelson borders. Time to see there, as you said, win a nice angle by DJ Forbes. Tim Mickelson coming off his line and working. A little right foot step, dummies to kick, and then freezes the defence. That's all he needed, that little bit of hesitation to get on the outside.
And Mickelson is one of those guys, you can play him at forward, you can play him in the back line, and he'll still produce the goods for you. Tim Mickelson, what a great player.
Just so versatile, and his fitness, his work rate, that's the thing that really sets him above everyone else.
And that sets him out on his own with 5 tries here on the opening day of competition in Dubai. 22 points to nil. New Zealand defeated Japan by 36-0, Scotland by 43-0. And we've just seen Scotland thump Japan to give them a chance. Well, they are through to the Cup quarter-finals as things stand. And it was that crucial opening tie this morning. Samoa 14-21 to Scotland in the end. And Scotland good value for their 3 tries in the second half. That's a better restart. Samoa with ball in hand finally. Lavasa wearing 8. This is Liololo, the replacement. The hard running strongman Liololo from Apia.
Finally Samoa makes some inroads on the wing by Liololo. But the support play is just a bit too slow, and New Zealand just slowing it down now. They're in a position of strength. They just want to wind down the clock, and at this stage of the game on day 1, it's all about just worrying about your squad, slowing it down and saving your fitness for tomorrow.
Yeah, managing your squad, and Gordon Titchens is an expert at doing just that. Makes copious notes in those prized notebooks of his treasured possessions. Keeping his powder dry with the likes of Declan O'Donnell and Sherwin Stowers and Sam Dixon as well. And New Zealand 14 points to 9 to Scotland. 22 points to nil. New Zealand 13 passes, 3 tries in that opening 7-minute period. And Samoa 5 tries, 3 tries in that opening day of competition in Dubai. 22 points to nil. hardly seen any of their talents, but no doubt he will unveil and reveal them tomorrow as Gillis Kakas goes. Good chasing by Rupena Lavasa, but still there though is the replacement Sherwin Stowers in at the corner. A little bit of niggle creeping in.
Well, he's got Samoan heritage here, Sherwin Stowers, so he won't give a quarter, no doubt about that.
Now then, we'll consult his assistant referees first of all. He has the option of going to the screen, of course.
Well, I don't think there's any dramas with the try. I think it's afterwards. And I think that's what Sherwin Stowers, he was complaining about something to the chin where he copped a little one afterwards. Something's going on here. Number 12, I think he's calling over.
Yeah, there's a yellow card on its way for the Samoa number 12. That's Yosi Asofolau. 2 minutes in the bin for a punch on Sherwin Stowers. Copped him right on the chin, and the try is given. So the problems mounting for Samoa, the finalists on the Gold Coast back in October. Let's have another look. The pace initially of Sam Vaka. Lovely picker from Stowers.
Well, I think that's unintentional, to be honest.
A shove initially from Stowers.
It's a bit harsh, but anyway, we'll carry on. Sherwin Stowers, a noted try scorer, World Cup Sevens winner last year in Russia. Hasn't probably had the opportunities he's wanted in this tournament so far, but he has got some gas.
Semi-half 78th try in his Sevens career. 27 points to nil. We've seen problems at kick-offs and restarts, haven't we? But it's so precise, isn't it? You need to be so precise to drop that ball right on the 10-metre line. You don't want to give an inch. Still battling away through Tilamioloi. It's one-way traffic again in the second half as Declan O'Donnell speeds away for yet another New Zealand try. Just piling on the agony here for the South Sea Islanders.
Well, this is a guy, Coach Gordon Titchens, will want to get moving. Declan O'Donnell, he was a superstar only 3 seasons ago for New Zealand before he went to Super Rugby for a little bit. Now he's back in the sevens frame. Looking very confident at the moment. Other New Zealanders looking frustrated out of Samoans because of plays like this. Loose pill, Sherwin Stowers picks up, and there's always support plays. Look, Bucker there as well on the inside of O'Donnell. Just been outplayed here. Had no position whatsoever in this game. Have they won?
Yeah, this man, he can beat the opposition off either foot to Declan O'Donnell. Gillis Kaka. There's depth in this New Zealand squad. Some lovely steppers, Stowers, O'Donnell, Baker, Webber, Vaka, as we've seen. And this is the guy in the sin bin, Siosi Asofolau. So into the final minute. New Zealand lead by a healthy 34 points to nil. And we've seen them at their ruthless best. As Titchens gives all his squad a run out here.
One thing that's been noticeable for me on day one is the attitude of the New Zealand team after the Gold Coast. They weren't happy with their efforts. They went back and worked hard. And they come to this tournament with a chip on their shoulder and something to prove.
And that's where they're at, the most dangerous. Yeah, that was a blip on the radar, certainly, the Gold Coast. They well remember the trouncing they had from Fiji here in the semi-final last year. A record score, 44-0. We don't want a repeat of that, that's for sure. This is Murphy Taramai, the newcomer from Wellington, a former Upper Hutt College and schoolboy rugby league player. Snapped up Selisel to So'oyalo. Samoa. It's a lesson in finishing here from New Zealand as they come again through Murphy Taramai and in over the top. That won't be given. So we're into the red zone. Just a few seconds remain.
Another big unit. Taramai, only a young man, will go to the prop position. And there was only one way he was going when he got the ball, and that was north to south.
Yeah, it brings a physical edge again to this New Zealand side. Abrasive in the contact area. Big young loose forward. Great passer as well. We're waiting for the ball. And we're waiting for the sin bin player to come back on.
Back up to the 7. If someone's come off, maybe sorting out some reserve players coming on or off.
So this will be the last play of the match there. In the background goes the siren, the hooter. 34 points to nil. It's a comprehensive victory for New Zealand right from the outset. As soon as that try was scored early on by Joe Webber, there's only been one team in it, and Samoa hardly had their hands on the ball. The best they can hope for right at the death here is a speculative kick downfield, snapped up by Haka. This is Scott Curry. So, New Zealand will still run the ball back at the Islanders. Lovely offload there from Gillis Kaka to Sam Vaka. Brushes aside the weak tackling of Tom Yosefo, and that takes New Zealand out to 39 points with a conversion to come.
Well, glad he got a try in this game, Sam Vaka, because he's been a provider on a number of occasions for their set-up tries. Just watch him here, the young man, off balance. There's the peace of mind to realise where he is. Still had some work to do. Fends off the sweeper, tiptoes down the sideline, and that's a good finish for him and New Zealand.
It's been a great performance from New Zealand. 3 out of 3